How to attract a great guy when you think you are ugly. Hello ladies, thanks for tuning in. Before we start, please like and subscribe, and don't forget that you have a free femininity quiz in my description box to see how feminine you are. So today I want to talk about finding love when you don't find yourself attractive. So I think that this topic is important because a lot of women struggle with their insecurities, like their body insecurities. And what I have noticed with the women that I coach for body confidence and all of that is that they don't understand that there is so much more that is important when it comes to attraction than just what you look like. So let me explain. You certainly notice that, but when you travel, you get hit on a lot more than in your town, and it's crazy, right? Because you look the same, and maybe you even take care a little bit less of yourself, in the sense where you wear clothes that are comfortable, you barely wear makeup and all of that, but yet you still get hit on a lot more than when you do all of that in your own city. And the reason for that is your energy. So you see, you look the same, but you still get hit on more because you feel better about yourself and you feel better about life as well. You aren't thinking about your problems. You are basically escaping. And this is what makes you attractive. So I want to challenge you here. How can you escape your problem, and how can you think about, enjoying life and enjoying the moment? Another thing that will help you be more attractive to the opposite sex is understanding that you don't have to look perfect. When men look at you, they just need to find you globally attractive. It's not about that one thing that makes you insecure, or that one thing that you particularly love about yourself that makes you attractive. It's the whole package. And this is the difference between men and women. Our insecurities are different. So for women, it has a lot to do about the texture of their skin, the cellulite, the stretch marks, the boobs, the belly, and all of that. But some of those things can't be changed, and it's part of genetics, and most women have it. So let's say, stretch marks and cellulite, most women have it. When it comes to stretch mark, there isn't much you can do except prevention, and also when it comes, for example, to cellulite, you can lower the aspect of cellulite on your skin by exercising. It helps a lot. So I also want to challenge you here, and I want to keep it real with yourself. How well are you taking care of yourself? Because it matters as well. Because the women you put on a pedestal are women who take care of their bodies, so you need to do it as well. There is no secret to it. If you want to look your best, then you need to start taking care of yourself. I know that when you operate from a place of self-hatred, it's hard for you to take care of yourself, because now you think about all the things that are wrong about you, instead of thinking about how you want to take care of yourself just because you love yourself and it feels good. This is the difference you're gonna see between women who are consistent in their level up journey and women who aren't confident with their level up journey. So first of all, yes, you have that the place from which they operate, and also you also have the systems, and this is something that we work on when I coach you. But yes, you need to have systems to make it easier for you, and this is something Napoleon Hill talks about in his book, and this is something that has helped me actually reach a higher level of femininity, because I understood that part of being feminine is that you operate from a place of ease. So it means that you have systems and you have the methodology to achieve what you want. You aren't supposed to struggle. It's not supposed to feel this hard. You need to work on systems that allow you to achieve your goals easily. Another thing that you need to do if you want to find love when you don't find yourself attractive is that you need to have hobbies. One thing that you might not know, and I learned it from Estelle Perel, is there was a survey where they asked others, when do you find your partner the most attractive? And you know what was the answer? The answer was, when they are in their elements. And think about it, when you were in high school, there was always someone, coming with his guitar and all of that, and even athletes, right? You see that a lot of fitness models, they only want athletes. They don't even look at YouTubers, even though those men are successful as well. They just want athletes. And the reason for that is not just the status and all of that, but it's extremely attractive to see someone in their element, just because of the status and all of that. And athletes are extravagant with their money and they spoil you, right? But it's not just about that. It's extremely attractive to see someone in their element. This is the reason, well, this is one of the reasons why women are attracted by athletes. And it was the same thing at school when a guy came with his guitar, you found them more attractive. It works. So you need to use the same strategy for yourself and work on your hobbies. And when you are surrounded by love, you do what you love and all of that, you're gonna make yourself even more attractive. One thing that I have noticed, and this is the reason why a lot of women ask themselves, yeah, how can I find love when I think that I am ugly? Is that they think that being attractive is just about, you know, contemplating their physique, loving what they see. We talked about it, but there is so much more layers to attractiveness. And also what I want you to understand is that we are all someone's 10. That statement is just the truth. And think about it. Sometimes you walk and you see a man with a woman who is less attractive than him. And you ask yourself, okay, what is she doing that I'm not doing? You just find her attractive. Okay, in some cases the man settles and all of that, but in others, he truly finds her attractive because we all have different tastes. And it's the same thing for you. Maybe right now you don't find yourself attractive, but there is someone who finds you attractive. Okay, but the thing with this is that I have noticed is that some women will become pick-me's because of that. They're gonna think, okay, I'm not attractive to myself, but some men will find me attractive, so I'm gonna be a pick-me because he finds me attractive. At least I have one person who finds me attractive. And when they operate like that and when they think like that, it comes from a low self-esteem. So I want you to work on increasing your level of self-esteem, but also understanding that, yeah, other people can find me attractive. And right now you are wondering how to find love when I think that I'm ugly, because you think that you need to be attractive to everyone, and that's not true. You just need one great guy and that's it. So we talked about the main thing that you could improve. So now I want to go into more detail so that you can start working on it. So when it comes to your body and face, so when it comes to your face and makeup, you need to understand that most of the women that you find beautiful that are past 23, they wear makeup. None of us look fresh and glamorous without makeup unless we are 15. Okay, it's easy to look good without makeup, like to have natural beauty when you are 15 because you aren't tired and your skin is still young and all of that. So yeah, that's just facts and you need to accept it. You need to make sure that your skincare isn't damaging your skin, so you might need to go to an esthetician if you are completely clueless on skincare, or you can see a derm if you struggle with acne. For example, I struggle with acne and right now I'm trying acupuncture. Well, this is something that is new for me, but I remember talking about it on Instagram, and many women told me that they had great success with acupuncture. So right now I'm trying that. And yeah, I'm gonna update you on that. But yeah, you might need to look at other ways to heal, ways that are more holistic. So yeah, you need a skincare routine and you need to work as well on your makeup. So you need to find a way to look put together in very little time because you have work, you have a lot of adult responsibilities. So yeah, you need to automate looking good. So for makeup, what I would suggest doing if you are really clueless about makeup, you can start with tutorials. There are plenty of tutorials, plenty of free tutorials on YouTube, and you need to look for women who look like you. For example, I'm black, so I won't watch YouTube videos on makeup for white people because that's not my skin color. I find someone who looks like you and try to do what they do. Like you take the video with you and you follow their step. And if really you are like truly lazy to do that, you can go to an esthetician. Some of them provide classes on makeup. So maybe it's easier for you to have, you know, a teacher with you in the room who helps you with that. You can go online as well. On Fiverr, you can find makeup artists who can help you with your makeup. And you can go to Sephora as well. So you see, you have plenty of options. When it comes to your hair, you need to experiment a little bit with different lengths, with different colors as well. Sometimes it's the color, sometimes it's the length. What happens is like generally when we go to the hairdresser, we have a picture on our phone and we want to look like the model. But the thing is like we have different face features, so you won't look like the girl on the picture. So make sure that the haircut that you have is for your face feature. And the best thing that you can do is that you just go to the hairdresser. They have the knowledge and you just ask them, yeah, do you think that this could fit me? And if they say no, just tell them that, yeah, for my face, what would you recommend? Sometimes like it's great for you to just trust the expert instead of trying to figure it out on your own. And yeah, when it comes to your body, you need to work out. And when I say that you need to work out, it doesn't mean that you need to go to the gym 60 times a day. It doesn't work like that. It can just be 2 to 3 times a week, depending on your goal and if you like it as well. But yeah, you just need to be physical activity where you also take care of what you eat. Okay, you can't be eating a lot of food all the time. Like you can't be eating high caloric food all the time. So for example, right now I'm dieting and I feel amazing. I don't feel frustrated at all, and it actually helps me be more in control because I monitor what I eat and I say yes to all kind of food, but I don't say yes to unlimited quantity. This is something that you need to understand. The women that have the best shape, they either don't have a big appetite, or they are great at portion control, or they don't like sweet things too much, so they end up eating like low caloric things, not because they're obsessed with being thin, but they're just like they don't like heavy things. They eat a lot of vegetables, fruit, and all of that. This is why they stay slim. So I want to keep it real with you, and I'm not saying that this is how you need to eat. I'm just saying that you need to have a balanced diet. I eat everything, like I eat fast food, but not every day. Okay, and when it comes to your self-esteem, you need to work on that, because what I just mentioned here on looks is like the most superficial layer. It matters, but what matters even more is your self-esteem. So for your self-esteem, you need to tell yourself nice things, and you need to stop as well comparing yourself with other women. So it can be hard to say, so it's easier said than done. So one thing that you can do is that you can just, unfollow the women who make you feel insecure on social media. That's the first thing, and sometimes they appear on your Explorer page. So what you can do is that you can spend less time on Instagram, for example, but then I would suggest watching more videos, because I find that on videos you see more the people how they are. I know that what we see online is fake, but I think that when you watch videos, you are so much more absorbed what the people have to say, what they have in their mind and all of that, instead of what they look like. And spend some time outside of your house as well. You're gonna see that most people don't look like what you see on social media, and that's totally normal and that's totally okay. Okay, because right now you think that you are ugly because you compare yourself with unrealistic standards. Because yes, of course, with the filters, with surgery and all of that, everyone can look like Kylie Jenner. But yeah, so yeah, keep that in mind, and I want you to know that the women that you put on the pedestal, they are insecure in themselves as well. And being Instagram pretty doesn't guarantee having a high self-esteem, because that's all superficial. You're gonna stand out in the dating scene when you take care of yourself. And again, when I say you take care of yourself, it doesn't mean that you're obsessed with your looks. It's just like you do what you need to do to look and feel your best. And yeah, you're gonna stand out in the dating scene when you take care of your physique, and you also take care of what's going on inside, and you take care of building a life that you love, having hobbies that you love that make you feel like, okay, life is amazing. You're gonna stand out in the dating scene when you take care of your appearance, you work on your self-esteem, you do things that you love, you have hobbies, and also you have quality relationships. So I want you to avoid being with women who are constantly talking about their insecurities. I want you to be with people who are confident and who feel good about themselves, because when you see that others around you feel good about themselves, they're gonna help you have a higher self-esteem as well. And one thing that I want you to stop doing, if right now you feel ugly and you feel unworthy of finding a great guy, sometimes you are on dates and you say things like, oh, I'm gonna sit here because my thighs are too big, I'm gonna sit here so that it can hide something about my body. Okay, so stop that, because when you say that, you want compliments from the guy, but that's not attractive at all, because when you say things like that, it's gonna stop seeing you like the prize. So it's hard to stop thinking those things, and that's a process, but you can at least stop talking about it. Okay, so that's basically it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and leave me a comment to tell me if it helped you, and if you want more content like that. I will see you next time. Bye bye.